Hello, everyone. Welcome to Business 129. Your professor is Professor Tanya Hertz, and my name is Chrystal Burns. I am her teaching assistant. I'm also an adjunct faculty member in the business department, and I help Professor Hertz with organizing her classes. And I just wanted to give you a little welcome and kind of explain how the course works, since we will not have any meeting times. There will be some office hours, and we'll go over that shortly. So the first thing that I'd like to talk about today is the syllabus. And when you go to the home screen here on the side, you'll see these tabs here, and you would click on syllabus. And then the link to the syllabus is going to be right here. There's another way that you can find the syllabus. If you go back to the home screen and you go down to this pre-module syllabus and orientation, if you click on the Get Started orientation, you should find the link to the syllabus as well. And you can also see a little bit of information about Professor Hertz here. If you click on Meet Your Professor, there's information there. And we'll go through all this stuff in just a little bit, but I wanted to show you the syllabus. So this is Business 129. And if you have any questions, Professor Hertz's email is here, but she does get hundreds of emails each day. So we really ask that you keep the emails down to a minimum. If you do have a question, we do have something called a student concern form. And I'm just going to pull that up for you right here. And you can see, you just put what class you're in, your name, your email address, what your question is, or your concern. And then we'll get back to you within a couple of days. So that way that all of the questions are in one spot, and Professor Hertz doesn't get hundreds of emails and then they get lost and she's not able to respond back to you. So this is the best way, and you can find that here at the top under the email section. So the class times, this is an asynchronous class, which means there are no set meeting times. You'll just, each week you'll work on the assignments and turn them in on their due dates. We will have office hours on Tuesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. in Zoom. So this ID right here will take you to the Zoom room. And we're also there, it's kind of like our virtual office space. So if you have questions on those days, you can pop in there and, if you need like more clarification on something. There is some optional reading. It's not necessary, but there's definitely some really good information here. The Lean Startup, I definitely recommend that one, especially if you're interested in starting your own business. It's really good. And this course is basically an introduction to entrepreneurship. So you're going to learn the basics of building a business, ideation, customer discovery, and basically just kind of understand what entrepreneurship is all about. And we do have our learning outcomes, so you can read through those. Here's a brief description about Professor Hertz. She teaches at SDSU and Miramar. She's also the director of the Rec Innovation Lab, which is also something that I help out with, which is a small business incubator. And this course is actually like the precursor to joining that program. It's a 4-class program. And we help you build your business if you're interested in moving on with your business idea. We have some other sections, and you can read through this, the netiquette, the course structure. So basically, you'll just participate in the weekly requirements each week and turn those assignments in. This is a transferable course. Oh, so we do expect that you work on the course at least 9 hours per week. And, just with all the assignments, and maybe there's some discussions. And then also the time that you add the course, I think it's like the end of June, we will be looking to see who has participated. I think it's like June 30th is when the professors can drop students. So you want to make sure that you log in and that you're participating. And then you have until July, I think it's 22nd, to drop the class if you're not interested in participating anymore. So just make sure you pay a close attention to those dates. And then all assignments are going to be due on Mondays and Saturdays before 11:59 p.m. Now, Professor Hertz does accept late work, but there is a 20% deduction for each day that it's late. So if you know that you're going to turn something in late, just keep in mind that you have 5 days before you receive it 0. And we also highly recommend that if you're going to miss class, or if you're going to, like turn something in late, and it's going to be really late, or if something happens in your life, like please let us know ahead of time. So that way we can work with you. And you can just read through the policies, the academic content. We don't have any exams in this class, but I think there is at least one quiz, possibly. And then there's just some other, extra information that you can read. We also have workshops in this class, so we will require you to attend at least 6 workshops throughout the semester. And those are all going to be on Zoom. So they're usually like about 50 minutes, and you will have some assignments that will guide you through that process. And then here are the links. So let's see, if you click on this one here, the Rec Eventbrite, this will actually have a list of all the upcoming events that are happening, and then we'll also post them in the class as well, and I'll show you where that's going to be. So we've done lots of events in the past. We have 191 events. Each semester we hold several workshops for our students. So right now this one, it's actually not, I think maybe it is July 1st. This is just one that we have, and it will be reopened, but this is where you'll find like the upcoming ones, and we're still working on those. Oops, let's go back. So let's go ahead and look at the breakdown of the course. So 30% of your grade is going to be workshop takeaways, and each of the assignments is weighted, and it is already input in Canvas, so you should be able to see your final grade. So you're going to attend at least 1 live workshop or 1 recorded workshop every week, and there is like a minimum, I think it's like 2 or 3 can be recorded. Let's say you're just really busy that week and you need to make up one of the workshops, then you can watch one of the previously recorded videos. And we have a YouTube channel where all of let's see if this is it. Yeah. Where all of our previously recorded workshops are housed. So you can go ahead and come to our YouTube channel and you can watch those. And I actually might have to change the link here so that it goes to the actual YouTube channel. We also have 30% of your grade for assignments. So there's various assignments that you'll be working on. We have a thumbnail project, and again, all of the instructions will be in the Canvas shell. And then we have the ideation stage, which is 25%. And that's basically where you're going to come up with a business idea and you're going to end up creating an elevator pitch. And you can also see the breakdown of the points here. So it is out of 400 points, and then the grades. So it is straight A, B, C, D, or F. There are no minuses or pluses. And that's just, the way that the college works. So for each week, you will have various PowerPoints that you can review. And usually the PowerPoints also have videos. So you can actually watch Professor Hertz give the lecture with the PowerPoint, and then the PowerPoints are available to you. Now, these PowerPoints are to help you and to guide you throughout the class. You are not going to be tested on them, but we highly recommend that you review them because they will help you when you're completing your assignments. Each of the assignments that you have due are put in yellow. Okay, and then the assignment due dates are going to be at the top. So sometimes you have like 1 week to finish the assignment. Other assignments are a little bit larger. So we might introduce it during 1 week, and then it might not be due for another 2 or 3 weeks. But each of the assignments has the due date here, and also on the assignment as well, and I'll show you where those are. So you can just go through this and review all the different things that are due each week. And we have different sections like LinkedIn, the lean startup, marketing, legal structures. So there is a topic or 2 topics sometimes for each week. Okay, and you can go ahead and review all of those. And again, if you have any questions about any of these things, please feel free to come to our office hours, or you can put in the request for the student concern form. So let's go to the actual class itself. So to get to the modules, you would go to home, or you could go to modules. And you want to start with again, with the pre-module, the getting started. So the very first assignment you're going to have is called What's in a Name? Click on that. And the way these assignments work is you click on the assignment and then you'll see a link to instructions. This will take you to a Google Doc. Okay, so you're going to read through this. You're going to follow the instructions on what it tells you to do. So you're going to upload a photo. And then there is a website where you're actually going to sound out the phonetic of the pronunciation of your name. And you're going to provide that link you're going to go back to the assignment. You're going to, let's see, let me put this on student view. And then you're going to click start assignment and whatever it asks you to do. So for example, this one says submit the recording of your name as a URL. So I'd click start. And then I would copy the URL to that name pronunciation here. And then you would click submit right here, submit assignment. Okay. Leave the student view here. So each week you're going to go through and you would click on the week one, like for example, this week you would click on, or this coming week, you would click on the week one schedule. All the resources that you need are going to be in the blue, and any activities that are due are going to be in purple. So you click the bug report for this one, and then you would, review the instructions and then submit it. Okay. Now, the other cool thing that we do is we offer something called a digital badge. A digital badge is something that you can share on your social media to show that you completed a skill. So for this, for the first week, there's something called the Startup Champion Digital Badge. And actually, this will actually run into week 2 because you can only have one badge per module, just the way that the system is set up. So in week 1, you're going to complete the bug report. In week 2, you'll complete the idea napkin. And if you want this badge, you would click on this assignment and you would write complete in the text box. And we will see that you completed your bug report and your idea napkin, and you will receive this Startup Champion. Now, the badges are housed in a platform called Badger. Okay, so you'll get an email from Badger, and you're going to want to create a profile or an account using your Canvas email account, so your school email account, okay? And once you receive that badge and you make an account, here you're on your homepage, you would go to the backpack, and you would see that you earned a digital badge. Okay, so for example, this person has, 8 digital badges. Okay, now if you go back to this assignment, there is a link on the bottom and it tells you a step-by-step how to display your digital badge. So once you get that email from Badger, then you can click on this and it'll tell you. See, so you go to your backpack, you click on the badge that you're interested in, and there's all these, like, a bunch of different information. So basically, you're going to end up putting this on LinkedIn, and there's a way to add this. So I'm just going to show you my LinkedIn really quickly. This is my profile. So if you and we actually have some assignments where you're going to create a LinkedIn profile. So you'll probably want to do that first before you start trying to do the badges, unless you already have a LinkedIn profile. But you would scroll all the way down to the bottom once you have a profile, and you see licenses and certifications. So this is where you would add your digital badges. Now you might say, like, why do I need a digital badge? Like, what is so important about digital badges? Well, digital badges are like a digital certificate, basically. So your LinkedIn profile is basically an online resume. So if I were to apply for a job on LinkedIn, they would check out my profile and they would say, wow, okay, this person has all these badges. Like, what do they mean? So if they click on it, it'll tell them what I did to earn that badge. So this person successfully engaged a social media following and encourages fans and followers to take action and notice of their business. So it tells you when the badge was earned and why you received it. And this is really important for even for when you're building your own business, to use social media to market your business. And that's something we're also going to focus in this class this semester. Okay. So let's go back home. And so in order to check whether or not there is a digital badge available, you will see here in each module, it says complete all items. And there's one assignment for each module that has the digital badge. So you would click on that, you would see what you need to complete, and then you would submit it. And once it's verified, you'll get those emails from Badger. And that's pretty much for every, I think there's 8 available badges in this course, maybe 7. And if you complete those digital badges, you also get 1 extra credit point. So that will help you as well, you know, to work on your grade if you feel like you need those extra credit points. So I highly recommend that you complete those digital badges. Now, another thing I wanted to show you was the syllabus. If you go back to the syllabus link here on the left-hand side, you will see everything that is due. So each week there's at least 2 things that you have to work on. And this will kind of help you stay, stay on the course. Now there is, so these digital badges here, it really is no due date. This is just the last time that you can complete the digital badge. So you just want to make sure you get all your digital badges done by Monday, August 8th. Okay. And the workshops, I just need to update those for the correct due dates. But other than that, this has all of the due dates that you need for the class. Okay. So again, if you have any questions on how to utilize the course or how to navigate, please visit us on Tuesdays from 2 to 4 using that Zoom link. And it's right here again. Go back to the syllabus, it's right here. Okay. Or use that student concern form so that we can answer all of your questions. All right. And let me see if there's anything else that we need to go over. I think that is it. So usually the last week we use that for catching up or if you have any questions. And yeah, so I think that's it. Well, it was great meeting everyone, and I hope you enjoy this course. And if you decide that you want to move on to, after you've developed a business idea and you feel like you want to keep working on it, we do have the Rec Innovation Lab, which is a startup incubator. And I was gonna try to, let's see if I can get it. Here we go. And you can find that here at recinnovationlab.com. And you can learn about what kind of startups we have, the different resources, and all of the workshops that we do too. All right, so we look forward to seeing you in class, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful semester. Bye, everyone.